Hello Bushnell students, welcome to week 2. Hoping and praying this week goes well for you. This week we have a number of learning objectives that we're working on. We're exploring the idea of product or sales forecasting and the connection to supply chain management. That's out of chapter 3. Also out of chapter 3, understanding the basic components of demand that drive forecasting. And we're also learning about the concept of capacity and how important it is to manage capacity. That's from chapter 4, along with using decision trees to help figure out the best options regarding how you expand capacity in your business. We're also looking at capacity between manufacturing and service organizations, doing a little bit of a comparison and discussion on them. So a few thoughts about forecasting and capacity overall. If you've ever worked in any sort of an operational capacity, the idea of forecasting and capacity are not new to you. Okay, but maybe you've never had to forecast revenue or worry about plant capacity, but you've been around it before. Think about some of the scenarios where you work. Have you ever run out of office supplies? Chances are the forecasted need was incorrect. If you've ever worked in, say, a manufacturing facility or service area and you ran out of goods, then you've run into a forecasting problem. A few weeks ago, I went to a McDonald's and ordered a large coffee. And they couldn't sell me the large coffee because they ran out of large cups. Imagine. In Michigan, where I live, if a major winter storm approaches, food items fly off the shelves at the local grocery stores. And interestingly enough, most of the major and important items, like Pop-Tarts, are in great supply. That's because in the wintertime, businesses forecast that there will be major storms, and they build up their inventory and they have their supply chains ready to go. But what about capacity problems in the service sectors? I'm sure you've experienced this as well. If you work in retail of any sort or any kind of a service organization, you have felt capacity problems before. When, for example, the line of people waiting to talk with you, face-to-face, email, phone, whatever it would be, whenever that line is long, you are experiencing capacity problems. If you have to wait more than a few minutes to get your food in a restaurant or just to order, you're experiencing capacity problems. If you're trying to buy a new home, for example, in your city, you can't find one, you're experiencing inventory problems, which also might be a capacity problem as well. So there's not enough inventory for those homes and it's limited by some other factor. So all these things are examples of capacity-related problems. All right, so in the next 2 chapters, you're being introduced to some basic techniques to solve some very real operational problems. Hopefully you'll learn some tools that you can apply to your current work situation right away. All right, that's it for now. Please be sure to watch this week's devotional. I hope you find it helpful in your life. And I'm praying for you this week as we move forward. Contact me with questions. And remember, I have virtual office hours each week. And you can find the link and the times in the Beacon Learning modules. And don't forget, God is on his throne. He's always been there, and he's always going to be. Have a great week.